are so epic that the bottoms of my balloons are actually buckets for new plants at university.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Misty Noel here, and today's video is an important one. I'm not sure how to describe it other than the fact that it is a graduation and a story time, so we're just going to jump right into it. First and foremost, I officially graduated high school. This past June the 25th was my virtual graduation. It was supposed to be in person, but due to reasons of global pandemic, we did it via a Zoom room, and it was fantastic. So this is my grad slide, and then afterwards is the leadership award that I won.
Misty Noel Warden. Misty Noel plans to attend Trent University this fall for a Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science.
The Ontario Principals Council Award for Leadership is given annually to a student who exemplifies the development of and plays an active role in leadership within our school. This student demonstrates an interest in improving the quality of life at our school by giving freely of their time and energy. This person helps to make the Virtual Learning Center a great place to learn. They lead by example. This year's candidate truly exemplifies all of these qualities. She has been part of our student council, VLC Gazette, and yearbook, to name just a few of her commitments. It is my great privilege to present Misty Noel Warden with the Ontario Principals Council Award for Leadership.
Perfect. Now that that's out of the way, it is time for the story time. So, most of you should know by now that I am homeschooled. I certainly hope that you know that I'm homeschooled, but if you don't, then that's okay. I forgive you. While growing up, I had access to a lot of different kinds of courses, both those that were in the US and those that were in Ontario. And I took full advantage of those US courses. For example, I took things like Mandarin Chinese and studies in classic literature from a Christian perspective, as well as ancient world history with Minecraft. However, I also did a few dumb things. I decided that the Ontario Standard Curriculum for grade 9 and 10 English was dumb and I did not like it, and instead decided to audit a course through Arizona State University on English composition and use that as my prerequisite to get into grade 11 and 12 English. Those of you that live in Ontario and know the requirements for your Ontario Secondary School Diploma, you know that you need 4 English credits, 1 per grade, so that essentially screwed me. So, while I was at the OSCSS doing my first stint in real school, I was also fighting an equivalency battle. See, my local school board had told me that by the time I reached 18, they would just give me the credits that I was missing. They would grant me my 9 and 10 English due to prior learning experience, and I would get things like Mandarin with equivalency credits. Unfortunately, 2 weeks before my 18th birthday, they decided to change these stipulations, and I was out 16 credits for graduation. Understandably, this led to a lot of frustration. Thankfully, I wasn't missing a lot of the core requirements. It was mostly things like those 9 and 10 English, and in a lot of cases, I could take an exam and they could grant that still. However, there were a lot of electives that I was missing out on, and I had to enroll in an online school and take an awful lot more courses. This had its pros and its cons. I made some amazing friends, and I got to take a bunch of other courses that I wouldn't have normally, such as writer's craft. Since I was already there, this also gave me the chance to retake things like chemistry and biology, so that way I could upgrade my marks a little bit and bump me up to the top category for entrance scholarships, so that was pretty exciting. I will admit I got a lot more into high school than I thought I would. I was never the kind of person that would only do a little bit of anything, but yeah, it really sucked me in. I ended up being a grade 12 counselor, and I was the leader of our year-end committee, but I was also a member of our appreciation committee and our course expansion committee and our yearbook committee, and I helped to co-lead our school newspaper, and I was a part of several other clubs like our run club, and it was just kind of insane. There were definitely weeks that I spent more time working on things for the student council or for various clubs and committees than I did on actual legitimate course content. So it worked out. It really did. But I had to share that this was a really big moment because my mom and I have been working on this for a very long time, and it has had a lot of effort and a lot of struggle going into it. So yeah, I've recently taken to watching some of my old YouTube videos. I like to go back and see what it was that I was doing at certain points in my life, be it competing or whitewater rafting or whatever. It was Little Misty, and it's pretty cool, even if it was only a year or two ago. It holds on to a lot of memories that I might have forgotten otherwise, and in a lot of ways, I feel like YouTube is my family's version of home videos. So this moment needs to be recorded. It needs to be remembered, and I want to be able to look back on this in 40 years and to feel proud. So here you go. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of you who helped me throughout this journey.